So how do you record your screen on an iPad? Well, one of the first things you'll want to do is go into settings. When you go to settings, you'll go to the control center. Within the control center, then what you want to do is go to customize controls. And what I'm talking about here are the controls when I swipe down from the Wi-Fi and the battery icon at the top. These are the controls that you can customize. So you can see this red dot that's blinking. That's because I'm recording this screen right now. Normally it would be gray. So how do you actually get that to appear on your screen? Well, if this is the first time that you're using this, you'll probably see something like this, and you'll need to go to the More Controls section and hit the plus sign. That'll put it up on your screen. Then you'll want to slide down from where the battery percentage is and the Wi-Fi signal. Now the first thing that you'll want to make sure that you do is make sure that your microphone is on. How you do that is you just hold down this button right here, and you'll see down at the bottom that my microphone is on. If it's off, it will be gray. I will have to tap on that icon to just turn it on. Then what you'll do is you'll just tap on this blinking red icon right here. It will be gray for you. It's blinking red because I'm currently recording. It'll give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then anything on your screen is fair game to record. So here are a couple tools that you could potentially use to make your life a whole lot easier. The first thing would be using Keynote. Now Keynote looks just like this. Keynote is basically Apple's version of PowerPoint. When you open it for the very first time, you may have to accept certain things, and then you may have to you may get a screen like this where you can open up a new presentation. Now what I can do is I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to do a basic white presentation, and I'm going to cut these sections right out here so that I have a blank board. I can pinch with my fingers out to zoom in, and I can pinch with my fingers like this to zoom back in. So what I can do is I can actually add, if I'd like, pictures. If I'd like, I could go through and I can even add drawings and shapes. Now the drawing toolpad right here, toolbar, I have a pencil, I have a crayon, I have paint, I even have a marker. This is a great way for you to write on things and to demonstrate things. Another tool could be using photos. So if you have, say for instance, a passage of text that you want students to maybe annotate, or you want to annotate, just take a picture of it, and then you can use the edit button right here. Once you use the edit button, it's going to load my photo, and it's going to give me some tools that I can then edit that. I'm going to just simply go right up here. I'm going to choose mark up, and now what I can do is I can use even the highlighter here if I want to highlight a certain part of the text. If I want to write on some things, I can do that as well. I can change the size, I can change all sorts of things. When I hit done, it will save a copy for me in Google Photo, or not Google Photos, but Apple Photos. All right, so that's another tool that you could potentially use. You can also demonstrate apps. So if you wanted to give students instructions on how to use certain apps, this is the tool to do it. So you could say, hey, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to open up Google Classroom. Once you get into Google Classroom, I want you to open up Sample Class. When you go to Sample Class, you're going to go to the Classwork tab below, and then you can direct them to whatever their assignment is. So that's a great way to use screenshots. The other thing to keep in mind too is that when you're doing screen recordings, to probably limit it to no more than 1 minute per grade level. So if you have first graders, probably want to limit it to 1 minute, maybe 2. If you have fifth graders or sixth graders, you want to probably limit it to 5 to 6 minutes. So when you're finished, then you'll tap on the red icon right up here above,